Greetings, star seeds and light workers. Ava here, and today we have an interesting question from one of our viewers around the topic of psychosis, antidepressant like medications and antipsychotics, and how that messes, if it messes with your aura or your awakening process, and how psychosis is viewed from the perspective of the Pleiadians. So I know that this is becoming more and more reality in our world right now with everything that's happening on the planet. There's so much challenge happening in the mind that is really pushing everyone to the edge. So let's go in and talk to DiYeena about this and see what's really going on around these topics and what she has to say about what she can just, you know. Here we go. Greetings! Star seeds and beings of light. You see, this is DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family, and as we love to say, what we'll always love to say, all of the ones who know can type it in the comments below. Oh, you see, we love to have the little bit the fun. You see, we are learning. We've been watching, we've been looking at the YouTube and looking how to work with it, you see. And so we were learning these little phrases that you all say in your videos, and it is so fun to play in the 3D world in this way. But what we really say, for those of you who did not get it or did not type it in yet, we say we are here bringing the love. You see, we bring the love. And this is why we come. You see, we come to bring the love. And so we're here, and the question is really, really important. This is a very important question, talking about the disturbance in the mind that is happening on the planet today, you see. So there were two little pieces of the question. Let me see if we can pull them apart a little bit, because we're talking about the ways that your society currently chooses to medicate, is what we would say, the word, but it is like deal with the problem, you see. And it is really a way that is really a shutting down of the intuition is really what is happening, you see. And so this is the person who is asking the question is very intuitive in this way, and is why they're asking. Does the ways that we are currently solving the problem of our psychosis in the world, and you know the ways, you see, through all these things. And this, I'm not a doctor, you see, we are talking in different dimensions, so please keep this in mind. But we are really talking about what is happening inside the frequency, what is happening inside the light being, you see. And what is happening is when you take things that are man-made in a way that is really fractaling, and this is so counterintuitive, because we talk about how consciousness fractals all the time to experience the duality. And now we are talking about breaking apart the world of the Mother Earth into its fractals as well, into pulling it in little parts of chemicals, you see, and putting them in the little pills, you see, that you take. And then you say, okay, we're going to extract this from this and this from this and put these two together and see what happens. And then you have the thing, right? And so you are playing a lot in this world, and what you are forgetting about is the full frequency. Again, it is always coming back to working within a limited frequency, and thinking that working within a limited frequency is going to solve the problem that contains the entire frequency. So again, this is really the issue, you see. And we're not saying not to take your things if you're on them, but we're really working within how do we really know about the impact of what we are choosing, what our impact of our choices. This is really the message, you see. And so what we will say is that yes, the current state and the ways that we are working with it, with all the ways that we are putting things in our mouths, with the pills and all the things, is affecting your aura and is affecting consciousness. It is affecting, you would say, the awakening process, in the sense that it is shutting off the intuition. It is shutting off your ability to activate the pineal gland in its fullest capacity, and other glands that are equally as important. You have many in the body, you see. And so when you are working to use certain medications that are numbing down, it is creating a container that is experiencing less of the full frequency by nature. That is what it is designed to do, you see. And so it is really operating within a certain realm, you see. And again, we're not the doctors, you see. So please be with your doctors about this one, because it is really important, you see. And to do this in a way that feels loving and is approved by your doctors as well, you see. We have to just say these things because we're in the 3D, you see. We love to just let you know that we are so happy. We are so happy to be able to play in all these worlds, you see. So really, what is really the way then, you see? Again, we cannot tell you what to do, what is right for you. But what we can say is that as you are working in your way, in your world, to really feel into where is your consciousness and where is your ability or your capacity for containing frequency, and where is your capacity to expand frequency. You see, because even by listening to this transmission, you are naturally expanding your capacity for containing the transmission of frequency, you see. You are expanding. And so this is very good, you see. The more you tune in, the more you will expand by nature. It's simply from listening, because you are resonating with the higher dimensions, you see. Isn't that beautiful? Is this such a what you guys like to say in the earth world around, like we're going to lose the word here, but it is like when you take the shortcut when you are like taking the tests on your papers and things. What is it called? Like you do the little, somebody will know in the comments. You will say the word. It is like when you do the oh, we'll think about it. We will think about it. But there is a word for it, where you just really just shortcut all around the thing. When you don't want to read the entire book, you just get, the cliff notes, you see. This is what the word we're thinking. You just take the cliff notes or the highlights, you see. And so this is really what we're saying, you see. Okay, so bringing it back, you see, we really want to say that it is really, how do we really make ourselves more available, you see. And so, again, we talk about bringing in the frequencies of the full spectrum of the light and the love. And so this is found in nature. This is found in the plants you eat, if you eat them in their natural state, you see. This is found in the heart. So when you are communing with another heart, this is expanding your frequency of the full range of capacity, you see. So when you are able to speak heart to heart, and you are able to listen and speak from your heart to another, and they are able to reciprocate that circuitry, that also is rewiring all of this limited frequency into expansion of frequency. So this is a very easy way, you see. So consuming the plants in their natural form, you see, growing your own food, your gardens, picking your herbs, things like this, where you're just being able to take from the earth in her body into your body and creating that circuitry, and then heart to heart with the humans, you see. And these two things alone are reactivating and reorganizing in your frequency the original blueprint of creation, you see, and the full spectrum of what is possible, you see. So it is easy to rewire. So this is the good news. Is it easy to rewire, you see, if you are open to, if that is your intent. And this is the other pieces, when you are eating the foods and you are communicating and you are actively rewiring through circuitry in this way. Make it your intention. Say, this is my intent, is to rewire and expand my frequency, my availability for the full range of capacity of consciousness, you see. In that very intention, so is your result, you see. This is how life works, you see. So this is a very simple answer to a very complex question, you see. But we try to bring everything back into the simplicity, because in a world where there is so much confusion, so much chaos, in a very large percentage of people that are really moving through the frequencies of psychosis, it is how do we really rewire and bring it back into resonance in the heart and back into alignment. And this is really through your own intent and desire. If there is even an ounce of desire left, you see, you can do it. You see, you can do it. You can move back in. Isn't that beautiful? So really working with your own availability and your own consciousness to move it through, you see. This is really the way. We love you all very much. Blessings to you and good work on the human form, you see. We really honor all of you who are choosing the form of the humans, because it is very challenging at times to be in the bodies, we know. And so thank you for choosing the way of the warrior, as we like to say. You see, this is really the beautiful way. You have done a very, very good job. And we say, keep going and be compassionate with yourself, because you are really having a very difficult job in a very intense time period on your planet. So be very gentle with yourself in the process. We love you. Blessings. We trust that this message was exactly what you need to hear today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And we look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any comments or questions, you can just type them below. And we look forward to talking with you next time. Blessings.